There you go.
We are live! Yahoo! Okay, so we are live. Welcome to the weekly. We have 4 new guests today. They will very shortly introduce themselves to everybody on the internet. And then we move on to do our normal weekly program.
Okay.
Hi to your friends at home.
Hello.
Your mama.
Not sure she was.
So what's your name?
My name is Noah. I'm Sagi. We are from Israel. We have spawned a cooperative studio and we use Blender.
What's the name of the studio?
Blackboard Studios.
Blackbox.
Blackboard.
And what is the URL?
What? www.blackboardvfx.com.
Good. Everybody will see it.
Yeah.
And you can see Blender stuff on the website.
Yeah, of course. Everything we do is with Blender.
Is the motion tracking?
Yeah, we just did some. Yeah. We also do 2D animation, but all the 3D animation is with Blender. If you know, we have a worker called Serge. He's a Blender fanatic. Yeah. All the forums and everything.
Cool.
I'm Matthijs de Rijk. I'm a student at the Utrecht University. I'm studying computer science. It's 4th year now. I hope to be done at the end of the year. And for myself, I'm using Blender for my graphic design company. It's called Mr. The Rich, like my name in English. The website is the same, mrtherich.com. I'm doing Blender stuff, making images, renders, and now working on animation.
But if you do computer science, you do programming.
Yes, and I combine that with gaming. So I
you
make games also.
Become active for Blender.
Yeah. I'm looking for where to get in and what I can do.
Hi, I'm Siblen. I'm doing my PhD at the same university as Matthijs, and it's on crowd animation. I use Blender about every day to generate images for lots of different stuff. And I'm also looking forward to working on Blender itself. So
I saw your email.
And now I actually, thanks to that Christian dude over there, he committed a patch I authored. So now, yeah. So now I actually have it changed in Blender itself.
Okay, let's start. You do clockwise and start with the director.
Okay, so
there you are.
Yeah.
So we just watched the animatic as it is now. So we have a new edit, as you've seen, which is shorter than before.
Shorter?
81 minutes. So 16 minutes of animation now. It becomes a bit bigger than expected, but I'm pretty convinced that when we start animate on layout and stuff, especially at the beginning on the island, lots of stuff will start to shrink. Maybe not, we'll see, but I'm pretty convinced we will stick to the 15 minutes at least. So that's it. There's lots of new things. You can see the edit without the music and stuff. It's already on my weekly folder, so it has to be uploaded on the cloud, I think. But yeah, maybe the Italian guy will do it.
We will take care of that.
But yeah, so it will be it's visible. So a bit weird without the music, but still that works. And that's it. So next week we can all focus on layout. So me, Sarah also, Yati. So we start to fill all these drawings. I'm sorry, Matthias, we'll start removing your work.
No!
No rushing.
You will keep using it.
Yeah, so well, don't worry, it won't disappear too quickly. But so that was the plan for the whole week. Since we have the final script, the new dialogues, and everything starts to shape better.
We have 3 voice actors.
And we have the actors.
The names are still unknown. The names are not for us, but I have to get the contracts before I go
Okay. So we have the 3 actors.
But I think they all have accepted. And now have to do money crap and contracting, and I have to explain them how the commons works and stuff like that. It will take a while. But I hope within 1 or 2 weeks we can have official announcement. And the recording that will be in a month.
Yeah.
And that's going to be really awesome.
That will help a lot also.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, that's it.
Yeah, well, I don't. In my wiki folder there was things I think, but it's the animatic.
You didn't show your stuff from last week.
Yeah, I
You
think
have your rotating sheet.
yeah, it is in the wiki. So this is the short test I've made from Lucas' new hair system. A quick render of it, just to see how hairs behaves with wind on the sheet. So it's an encouraging test, I think. And yeah, it leaves good news now. It starts to look good. And it's our Frank model.
Like a Michael Bay movie.
Explosions. Autobots. So yeah, there's no collision on this one, so it penetrates a lot and stuff like that. So just to see how it behaves with random winds, and that's quite nice.
It's very nice table.
Yeah.
That's a matter of more shaders and clumpiness,
Yeah.
little leaves,
Grass on the ground.
Small boats.
Good.
So
Tomatoes.
We'll do a review of the animatic model when we have more time to talk about it after. But I was already impressed. I think that's going to be a film.
That starts to look like a
Got maybe
film.
a little bit.
Yeah.
It's filmmaking, right?
Yeah.
It's the fun part.
Yeah.
You see it developing in the next months and months and months. So amazing.
But it starts to feel solid now. You can improve stuff, but I mean the whole point and idea, except dialogues maybe, that needs also more freshness from the actors. It feels a bit. They are still make sense also and are quite logic from the story point of view. So that's also an improvement now. We can rework on top of it, but I mean we have for everything we have a solid backbone structure of everything. Now we can have fun with it, but now we have everything. So that's cool.
This the chase with it's going to be total comedy, but I hope we can make that work. That it doesn't feel like too out of place. Yeah. It might work.
Yeah. I think we can. Yeah, but
It's almost accidentally.
Maybe skip the lightsaber.
But you got that's one of the things in Ratatouille. I always found it a bit awkward, like how the rat finds out how to control the guy.
Oh.
Always like.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah, that was one of the big conceits. You just had to kind of go with it, I guess. That was like one of the biggest things about that movie.
Yeah.
Go over that hurdle and then you start having fun, I guess.
But that's what we try to make work. But you have that in the animatic edit, you see the thing, and you think it already is a handlebar. You see it, like, you have to sound like as if you're on an airplane, right?
That's the point.
So, like, okay, let's grab it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look forward to that.
I think that works. It will be fun.
Okay, Manu. Oh, Manu, you can show, you can do it at your computer, or Pablo can click,
Yeah,
whatever you like.
it's only 3 images. So.
That's good. Can you click?
Yeah, I'm on it.
You're on it. You know how to do it.
The clicking business is click, put it here, share, click, no click.
Oh, what the? Ah,
even see it.
That's awesome.
it's already looking like something.
It's good. Spoiler, it's the end.
That's a spoiler.
Can you put it full screen?
Ah, yeah, sorry.
It's more
Much
centered.
better.
It should be centered, right?
Yeah,
I'm missing the left part.
Yeah, we are missing some.
We miss some images on a big part of the image on the left.
Yeah.
The door should be centered.
The projector has problems.
Ah, Pablo, what are you doing?
That's fine.
What the?
It's the ristretto. I don't want to say. No, I'm using. Yeah, no, I think it's the
You
player.
have hardware problems. you
Yeah,
said.
that. This is it. It
Huh?
comes full screen.
Oh.
What the? Like,
That's a fancy technology from open source world.
No,
Yeah.
I set up this computer once.
Oh.
You see,
You
it's
see?
like full screen. Full screen is wrong. Full screen.
This is Linux.
My ass. I set up this
Yes,
computer once.
Maybe we should reboot it.
Yeah, but
Anyway,
That's good.
no.
Ah, that's the white screen thing. Yeah, I remember we had white screen. This is gonna break. Oh my god, this is gonna break. It's gonna break a million pieces.
Even so,
Well, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, don't.
Cancel everything, going to an
Next picture, please.
do we
Let's
have
do
to?
it. Let's do it.
Oh,
Now, okay, now it fits.
What?
11.
There.
There you go.
Only took.
This is real. Oh, this is the actual size.
Okay, so you can see the image.
it looks good.
And the next.
These are only for fun, actually.
Family of washing machines.
No.
I want them
Ah,
all to
that
be
is awesome.
detailed.
I love this guy.
That's
29 yeah, manufacturers that design
Ah.
So cool.
I don't think I have one with two eyes.
USB sticks.
Yeah, this is one with two.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's the whole family. You know the Barba Papa?
With wheels.
I only know it because a coworker forced me
yeah,
to
that
know it.
makes sense.
I didn't watch it as a kid.
You always want to wash
Barba Papa.
Yeah. Move more easily. Yeah.
This is
Look at the left thing and the right thing, so it's already tried. Ah.
That's awesome.
It's oiled itself.
And the pipe
A little too
is so cute.
Awesome.
Of course. Very good.
Duh. You. No?
The blog's been more active,
Yeah.
so if you're not reading it,
I'm-
you should be watching.
Very happy with the updates on the blog
I think we're in the dark.
in the dark.
Yeah.
Whoa. So the blog is awesome, and I want to thank you for
Sure, and so
that we
now
have communication.
reformatting the site and the text on it, so look for that.
Yeah, the report of this weekly will be Monday.
Yes,
So
indeed.
people have to be a bit patient over the weekend to do some other stuff. Okay, thank you.
So yeah,
Mr. Kjalmarsson.
Hey!
that's my father's name.
Oh yeah,
Literally.
Kjalmarsson.
Hjalmarsson.
Oh, not again.
Hjalmarsson.
Every
It sounds creepy when
Say
you
it.
do it.
Something?
And,
More or less.
Much better than I am.
At least I have
Okay.
Keep
I-
trying. Let's rename him.
Yes.
What do I do?
So, thing is, I've been working on the layout, and maybe you can show the little monster dude, just a little bit of it. Yeah, I was doing the layout. We wiped my computer clean, and when I got back to the file, it was yeah, it was going to the wrong file. It was like linking to an old version, And there was this monster there. What is happening? That's adorable.
Oh, it's awesome.
So yeah, you can stop.
Poor Frank.
Yeah, poor little guy. So I've been working on the layout, but I'm.
It's so painful.
Kidding me?
I can't feel my legs. What's wrong?
You should keep it like this.
So if you want to maybe just play the latest thing,
There is layout file 1 or layout 8.
the 8th one, and then I want to show that falling thing because that thing is gonna be the shot that comes right after this. Also in this layout, just because we now watched Mathieu's latest version, ignore the little falling shot. That's
It was removed.
it got cut, yeah.
Yeah, you remove the shot from this.
You removed the shot.
Already. Only one.
You removed it from the film or from Hersfog?
Both.
Only my work instead of the film. Yeah, so there's a lot of blurriness going on. There's no sounds. There should be like an Italian dude, like.
It's fine. We've heard it. We can do it live. We can do it
Well,
live.
yeah, no,
Come on,
Just
Francesco.
okay.
if you can turn up the volume because there's going to be a moment where Pablo says something and it's going to be funny.
We can do it. Also. We know where it is. So that's the shot that I removed. The falling one.
Yes. And you can see Pablo there. He has a mustache.
He's a bit pissed.
Judging. Why are you judging me?
I can do whatever I want with my fish or
But that's Mexican. He's not Mexican.
Yeah, it's the Mexican version of Pablo. Yeah.
Wow.
He's like right there.
see it.
Sound like 1,000.
For him, it's all the same.
All the
Mexican.
same.
Yeah.
Hey, Pablo, do your line.
Yeah,
It's like
Oh, there's a
Greenland, you
smart
know?
ass going on with the Latin.
Monster.
Yeah, we haven't discussed that shot. So now, can you play the latest file, which is the Fall 1 file? And maybe Mathieu will scream and, scratch out his eyes and call it awful. Blanc.
Ah, the
Long.
first version for it.
Blanc. And then at the end, it gets like kind of tangled or whatever.
he has to be hurt. So
Oh, yes.
that's so much.
If you want that's
Yeah,
Mathieu, but you mean you don't want to cut the fall? You want a different camera.
Yeah, I removed the shots. He still falls, but we don't have the falling shot because there are a lot of them already.
This is a different one.
This is the one after when it's facing the frog. We keep
This
that
is the
one.
second fall.
This is the second
Yeah,
fall.
yeah.
You think you don't do the first fall?
We won't show it. I don't think so. We have 6 of
It's
them.
sliding.
Yeah, so that's to me that's funny enough to hear him like,
And then you see
and then you see it.
okay, that's right. It's only a little bit.
Yeah, it still works.
You can see the distance. But
And it says time.
yeah, one shot.
It used to be 20 minutes.
It was very long shot.
I like how the
I
camera goes.
watched Gravity just before.
Yeah. Yeah, so everybody's seasick now. And, yeah, that's it. Sorry. So, yeah, that's it. Now, please. Thank you.
Awesome.
Tom?
I have a breakdown.
Oh, take it then.
Not finished, but I was waiting for the last edit, which was ready at 6 o'clock. For the and that's the film keeps changing, but we then we can have next week numbers, so we can say, oh, we have to work on scene 1.2.5 short series.
Okay, that sounds a little dry.
That's what it is. Because the fun of filmmaking is almost over.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, it's a tunnel, remember?
yeah, it's just tunnel.
So, shut up.
Okay.
Happy birthday
To
to
you.
I promise you not to do that.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Thank you. So this week I made a lot of variations of sheep and variations of caterpillar, and also, well, the design of the dragonfly. I made it on Sunday, so let's start with this one. That's no. First, the design. If you could show first.
That one.
Yeah, please. Okay.
Remember your stuff.
Sorry. It is really fast. So yes, that was the design for the caterpillar you just saw in the animatic. So yeah, the dragon cycle, I call it. The dragon cycle.
Yeah.
Because yes, it's a motorcycle.
Dragon bike.
It was really inspired by
Motorfly.
motorfly. Yeah, that could be too. The dragon bike too, exactly.
But why does it have 6 legs?
I don't want to answer that question anymore.
Butterflies have
This is Pandora.
Just because reasons, okay? So, and Nixia, Angela made it in 3D, and we already tested it. So that's the image you took before, Pablo.
Say it.
Yay!
Wow.
So it's already in 3D, and Frank is already trying it. He's loving it.
All the smiley muscles.
brand new bike. So thank you, Angela, for this, and you will see, because she was kind enough to make a video of her process, so we will be
But I
posting.
think Angela
It's on
asked
the
us
good
to
one.
post things now in the server in our weekly folder, but she didn't do that yet.
I don't know.
Oh. She
I
didn't ask for access.
Yeah, no. She asked for YouTube access and she put her
Okay.
video on YouTube.
yeah, the video is on YouTube, but we will post it on the blog post, no?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Is this
But
in
it's
the
nice.
folder, this image?
But I would like her to
Yeah,
share.
this is in the weekly folder. Ah,
To like her to share
Yeah.
screenshots, because my screenshots
Yeah.
are
Ah, nice.
awesome.
Yeah.
yeah, so we can see all the making
fast.
super fast.
This is not real time?
Yes, it is.
Cool.
So super cool. And next will be the sheep variations. So now,
No, with you.
Pablo is
It's the
super hard.
software in this.
okay.
A family. We've got a family of sheep, a family
Yeah.
of this washing machine, a family of caterpillars.
Yeah. So the main idea is that since Frank has to be recognizable among other worlds, his drop-shaped eyes will always be different from the others who has round eyes. So mainly other sheep have round eyes, and then I played a little bit with the shape and where they are and the shape of on the face.
And they're going to be named after each Gooseberry team member, and you're going to be the one that has to name them.
And then I made some haircuts.
Like what you did for the caterpillar.
No, yeah, but like she, that goofy little guy, she has to choose which one of us is that guy.
Haircuts, yeah.
So which one is the baby?
I don't know.
Smallest team member.
Manu. Oh,
Yeah,
Manu.
It's Manu.
So yeah, so that's yeah, and the idea is like to really mix between the shape of the heads and the haircuts and have all the shapes we need from that. So that will be for the sheep, and next will be the caterpillar variations. There are not so many because I had to make some colors, but it was nice too. So this is Frank, and then some different. So this I mainly played with colors, also a bit with the shape of the head. So and if the tip were bigger than the beginning or vice versa, and just searching for different characters.
No mustache.
This one is dull. No, I didn't make a
Always
mustache.
a smart ass trying to
But
take
I could add one. We could add some. Yeah, that's the one I wanted to be the one that speaks and is all pissed.
If you do give the faces purposely quite different features
Yeah,
from Frank.
yeah, that's yeah.
If you want
Because he's a
to-
sheep. He needs to be a bit recognizable as a sheep, but they are caterpillars, so they are a bit. They don't have.
The
this
other
nose.
ones they are real.
Yeah, exactly.
They are not. They don't have a clock, and they are not.
And they are not a sheep, exactly. So that's for the caterpillars. So for me, that would be it. But I still have to show Daniel's work, who sent me a video of his work in progress rigging, so we can watch that too.
The video.
Yeah, he made a little video of testing.
Is there sound?
No, there is no sound.
Unbelievable stuff. Play. The sound?
No, there is no sound. He's just well, testing.
Ah, looks like a egg. Uh-oh.
No, that's
Ah.
Adorable.
Forgot to mention that Angela know that we did mouthpieces for the characters.
not. No, not yet. Not yet.
Could add them to this, otherwise you make a final version and you have to add.
Yeah.
We could do simple talk.
Cool.
Awesome. That's good.
Nice.
And that would be it.
Antonis.
Oh, all right. So last week I left the weekly with some half-baked data field, and now it's working. And I have a few screenshots. So this is a shot with Caterpillar, and you can see that the focus is red, and as you go back, it's getting green and blue, and then it's fully out of focus. And you saw how it's used in the animatic, basically. And we might be able to make it a little bit better, but I don't know if we have time to do that now, maybe as a weekend project or so. And well, I have a few shots here to show how it is, and this is one. And there's another shot. This is from
Wow.
yeah.
Cool.
And yeah.
Do you enable it when you animate?
Maybe a little bit to just make sure that I know where the focus is in the scene, you know. I'm not animating something that's like not gonna be seen at all.
It's easy to turn on, off, on, off.
Yeah. It's easy. It's good to work with that.
Right. And
That's very useful.
It really directs the attention. It's
that's
so
good.
that
so that's it. There are a few more stuff, but this is what I can show right now. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, I have some point cache stuff to show. Yeah, maybe. You can't really show that in images, so. Build here.
I don't know. Where is Blender?
Like, you have a built version of Blender,
Yeah.
I guess.
Okay.
That runs on this machine.
How to show the desktop? I have no idea. Control D.
This might take. Oh no, okay, it's just 15 minutes. So,
Yeah, it's a regular
I was
one.
like,
No.
I made this 10 gigabyte cache, and we are now going to copy it over there. It's everything is Blender inside of that folder.
It's just a usual.
It's coming.
There it is. So, come on. Yeah, stupid thing.
He doesn't know how to open Blender.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, but I guess I have to show this here.
You have to show the
And again.
Yeah.
I was like,
Awesome.
looking
Thank
at
you.
him. It's like,
Yeah, I know
I
how it
was
works
amazed.
by now.
Yeah, like you get
All
the
right,
special
so-
applause.
This
is just DPI low.
Oh, but
there we go. So that's the Sintel Dragon, and as you can see in the modifier stick here, there's a new modifier called point cache, which is creating a mesh cache file using Alembic. So, okay, this is not. If I enable the subsurf, you can see it gets quite slow. So that's not really.
Yeah, if that is
Yes.
9 frames per second.
Yeah. So now what we can do is we can export the point cache. Currently, it's just one export thing, and you see it goes through the whole frame range here. Okay, this might take a little while. Can you see the timeline down there?
What if,
Yeah, the progress
what if you start changing topology of Dragon now?
I haven't tested it, to be honest. I don't know. I think it would. Yeah.
Should be like that.
I mean, it's. I think the job should actually block it.
So you can actually use Blender while it's exporting. That's nice.
Well,
No,
it's actually,
You can
it's
click
actually
around.
blocking. It's
No,
a
you
it's a
can't.
job running. That,
It was just.
But he
Pretty
scales
much
the
correct.
window.
Yeah, that's true.
So you can do some stuff.
Okay.
Like scaling the window.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
Damn, there we go. Okay, so now this is cached, and you can see the frame rate is a lot better. I mean, this is with a full subsurf thing on it, so it's got a lot of geometry and it's not particularly fast.
It's probably just a
But compared to the other one-
displaying also. Can you go like wireframe?
I'm missing out what happened.
He baked the
But
Alembic
basically, now it's using, instead of evaluating the whole modifier stack, it's only using the point cache
Why is that
Input.
so slow?
because it's a lot of geometry. It's a subsurfed dragon here. That's like how much?
No, not much.
Yeah, the PC
Go
is
to-
fucking slow.
Come on. Alembic should be able to handle millions.
Alembic should be able to have
What the?
open sub.
Yeah,
The computer is crap.
yeah, it's not very good.
It's
Or like you see,
crappy
it's a
computer.
lot faster. But even so, I mean,
I mean, but it only makes
that's only
sense.
one of the things we want to use Alembic for. It's not,
It only makes sense to use
just to
it.
show that.
From the top. Well, now, 30 frames per second.
That's not the only reason. There are other reasons. I mean, it
Yeah.
would be nice.
Workflow
It's also
Yeah,
workflow
workflow
reasons, exporting
Number
stuff,
one
having a
is-
fixed point. That's one thing.
If it's not real time, you're not going to use it.
Luca showed an example
Oh,
of it a
yeah.
lot faster. It's just I don't know why is this one slow because he showed me it was running really
Yeah,
nice.
if-
Because it's a
But
crappy
the
computer that
podcast you
it's a
call
crappy
it,
that's
computer
recording video at the same time.
And I'm
Yeah.
probably not doing the most optimal Alembic export at the moment.
Oh, did you create release build?
Hmm?
Is it release build?
Yeah, it's a release. Okay.
Let's start.
Does it also speed up render times? Or?
No.
Nope. It's totally independent.
I
Anyway.
think there is a problem with the code.
It,
I've seen
oh,
Alembe doing things on
Yeah.
their own laptops. It's insane.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do.
120 for 10 dragons.
600 frames
Yeah.
per second for a crowd of 2 million dragons.
Yeah, of course. But part of it is also Blender because it's still running through the whole modifier thing. It's basically building a derived mesh and blah 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 all this stuff.
That's still pretty crowded
So
machine.
that's- yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's it for now. I also did some hair stuff, but that's not working yet, so I can't really show it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Francisco?
Cambo.
Right, yeah. So we worked on the asset manager and got a really basic version of it working.
It's the best asset manager we ever made. Yet. It's the slickest, fastest, most elegant, and efficient asset manager ever made in the Blender Institute.
Yeah, you shall it.
And we are now going to give you a demo.
But is it the only asset manager made in Blender Institute?
No. There's plenty of them.
Is it okay if I type? Like,
Yeah.
so
Share the Where the heck is the
By
mouse?
now,
no, because this terminal is.
What the heck? Okay,
It's
leave it
control
at that.
scroll.
Wait. You?
that we have still sound issues and everything.
Can I try?
Yeah. So what we are doing now is we are trying to zoom the font. I'm going to preferences, right click, preferences, and then make the font bigger. Appearance, font bigger. There. Okay, that's maybe a bit too big. I think it's a bit too big. Let's just
Make 24 or something.
yeah. Okay. So this is our. This is gonna be very difficult, I think.
Can you share the thing?
All right.
Make
So
it. It's like, can you full screen it?
yeah,
Outside the
I'm
window.
trying. What is it? F5?
F11.
F11. All right.
Can you
Okay.
first share it so people know what?
Yeah. Sorry about that. Just a moment. This start. It doesn't start. Present. Okay. So maybe Campbell can describe what I'm going to do.
Okay. Yeah. You type and I'll talk, I guess.
Okay.
So the idea is we have the server has the movie sort of locally on itself, and we're going to just sort of reach in and pull a blend file out and its dependencies. So we're using Caminandus as a test.
So we are gonna. Yeah. So now there is no Caminandus. Yeah. Okay. So we are gonna use the command BAM init.
So this is
BAM 5,000 slash Caminandus.
bam.
BAM.
It's there.
initialize.
What does it say? Project.
So we have a folder now, and so what this made is
It like makes a directory that knows. It's like an SVN checkout, I guess. It's like a directory that knows where the server is and knows what project you're working on.
so. For example, we can now go like BAM ls. Well, so first of all, here there is nothing, but we can go BAM ls, and it's actually showing us something that is not here. So we can go BAM ls pro, and it shows us stuff. So basically, we can browse around the server via our local machine. And so what we can do is we can get a file. So for example, BAM checkout pro shots 02.
In the history.
Oh, really well. 02 animation. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
02.
02.
02A. Hey.
Oh, geez, guys.
We need auto completion.
02A. Animation dot blend. Yeah.
Wow.
So the server is packing that shot 02A animation and is fetching all the dependencies that shot has, and it's compressing them, and then it's sending them over via the wire into our BAM folder. And as you can see, it's now downloading.
And this is an HTTP connection, so this can work over the internet. It's not just on our server.
Yeah.
Does it mean copying B action /
Just the
Using Python and printing white strings instead of regular strings.
It's a technical detail we don't need to worry about now.
So now what we need to worry about is the fact that we have a 02A animation folder. So we can get into the folder, and as you can see, there is a 02 animation.blend. And what we are going to do is now run Blender, I guess. And we're going to wait for Blender to run. And we are going to be able to open the file. I will really
don't see
be.
your screen anymore.
Send to everyone.
What do you mean you don't screen?
Now it's good. Sorry.
So desktop coming under 02 animation, and we open this. So this is an animation shot with all the libraries.
Okay.
It's not a screenshot, it's a blend file. Could have done that, actually. It would have been.
Chat all day.
So we are now.
Blender doesn't open.
We are now going to. This is an animation file, so I don't think it renders like anything. So I'm going to just for simple purposes, I'm just going to change the layout of this scene. So I'm just gonna change something in the scene, like the view, and I'm going to save the scene. And so the file has now been now modified. I can quit Blender.
You just do status.
Yeah, and present. And I'm going to go back to my terminal and go like BAM status, and it actually tells us that something has been modified. That is 02A animation.blend. And I say, good, okay, so I want to send it back to the server for dealing with, for saving the data. So I'm going to go BAM commit 02A.
CO.
Oh, sorry,
You
actually.
can just don't need to do that.
Just like this.
Yeah.
And then I can say a message.
Yeah. You could say commit to.
Yeah. So we did this live. So now the system is packing, and it just sent it over to the server, and the server actually committed that file. So you've seen it checked out a lot of data, and it took quite a while to give us the file, but then we just modified one. And so it just had to send that very small library, and it just worked. So okay.
Just to show you. I mean, keep going.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so that's basically what the system does as a further proof of concept. I mean, we've been testing this. I think there is no time to show this live, but basically now that shot can be checked out on another machine. It can be edited. It can be sent back, and then we can check it out again here, and it will keep carrying the modification around. And as you can see, it has a few commands available. So, for example, we have create, which allows the creation of, which allows us to add new files to the repository, to the storage in the server, and it has I don't know, update. Does it? So like it has it allows a workflow that is quite similar to SVN, but the main difference is that it is not SVN. SVN is on the server, is not on the artist workstation. So it's quite promising because we already started implementing the concept of projects. So multiple projects can happen at the same time, and multiple sessions can happen at the same time. So a user can check out different shots at the same time. Right now, they will not share resources, but it's definitely possible.
Share the website?
Share the what? Sorry?
Should we share the website?
The website.
You worked on a website.
Which website? Yeah. Okay, just one last thing, very quickly. Sorry, I didn't know what I was talking about. Yeah, I have it here. Yeah, it's actually very simple, like this, and then we go like to the very first thing. Okay, so we made we have a very like an interface for managing like server side. This is the administration panel. As you can see, we can have projects. So in this case, we made 2 projects, the BAM test and Caminandes. And so this is what we store. So this is where we are storing the actual SVN. This is where we put the temporary files that are uploaded from the client, and some settings that we don't care about right now. And I think that's one thing. And we made we started working on a document that is on the wiki, and we are going to make it public very, very soon. It contains pretty much an overview of what the whole project is about, the different aspects, a milestone and a timeline, and some information on how to check out the project and test it out. So yeah, finally, after a few weeks of work, we have something that is kind of working. And so we are happy to keep working on it for a little bit more, and then deploy it as soon as possible so that we can actually use it.
Okay. The SVN is still on the server.
Yeah.
Are you keeping SVN there, or is that going to be something else?
We disagree on this, don't we?
No, like we agree that that part is file storage. So we try to design the system so that it is transparent to this, and it has an abstraction layer that allows you to use SVN if that's your preferred way of versioning and storing files. But you can also allow a pure file system name-based archival. So
yeah, we'll probably just use this, and if we have other ideas or if it's like a problem, then we move to something else. But at least this works, and all the files can stay working, so you could check out SVN and look at the whole thing if you wanted.
Because you can hook this up to existing SVN.
Yeah, well, that's what we just did, yeah. Yeah.
That's what we are doing with Caminandes. Yeah. The whole Caminandes is there.
Good. Cool. Sergey, Shalibin.
Just to press buttons, or we better?
Yeah, sure, I can do that.
No, then probably it's easier just to.
Do you want to swap?
Yeah. You want to press the buttons?
No, it's unpressable button.
Right, yeah, I see.
It's a hidden button.
There is nothing to press. Yeah.
A secret button.
You made a signal
Button press.
Yeah. Okay. So how do I do this? Where is the freaking mouse? How do I type it? Is it a shitty?
You remember from the capital. Even with that.
Who is that? And now, how do I do this?
You press here.
Here.
Yeah, and then you choose this, and then you say start, and then you say present.
Present to everyone. Okay.
Yes.
So that's how I started the week. That's Monday thing. Just agree.
You should read the note.
Yeah, it's just like work in progress aggregation of all the design documentation from different people.
Too much overexcited.
Just a little bit
overexcited.
Yeah.
Not too much overexcited.
Yeah, a little bit is okay, but overexcited is. Yeah. So it's just like basically aggregation of all the design proposals from several amount of guys like Tom, Brett, and Joshua. And it just like also contains like basic overview of the stuff from coder's point of view. So for users, it's probably going to be cleaned up a bit. Where is it? But yeah, there is also like a bit of breakdown, how you will move from this point, and also like a bit of progress, feedback stuff, what is being done. It should be updated for today's work, but yeah, it's details. And now, is it stop?
Yeah.
Okay. And now how do I open terminals? Ooh. Can I grab it?
F11.
Okay. Okay. So,
Counting the other wire, all 100 miles.
oh, it goes away.
Ooh, you get excited.
There.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not.
Okay, then blender there.
Is it this one? So basic. Oh, what did I do?
Hold on.
Do it again. Click here.
You turn off the light.
And then stop.
Okay.
There.
Okay. So basically, I just broke Blender, you know. So if you go here and grab it, it's a little bit laggy because of some dependencies, some weird stuff over here. But basically, to some degree, it works nice. This armature is just using different type of constraints, which are not totally hooked up to the new dependency graph thing. So when you try to use Victor hooked all this chain of IK solvers, blah, blah things, it's a little bit laggy still. I didn't have chance to fix it today because it was like screening of some movie. I didn't want to miss that one.
You missed 16 minutes?
Yeah, so it starts to work a little bit, like to the current degree of dependency graph. No new stuff yet is implemented. It's slowly moving towards that point. So next week we'll just keep grilling, you know, and just fill in missing parts and see how all this comes together, because there are some like just missing areas in the branch stuff which you need to implement in a new way and make sure it fits. Some of the stuff in the branch is not how Blender expects things to be, so need to solve some stuff still. It's still a long way to go, but yeah, at least it starts doing something. Yeah. So that was most of the week. It also like was a bit of bug tracker thing, boring stuff, nothing terribly exciting. I don't know.
Wow.
And we are back.
Still the technology.
Thank you, Google. Anyway,
Okay. Go on.
now this is my face. I worked on it the whole week. Can't tell. So this week I spent one day in Spain, so it's a bit less than from Spain. But no, I didn't take any pictures. Roaming, you know.
Good weather, good food.
It was really good. The weather was at least 5 degrees warmer than here. It's quite better. And cool stuff. Jamón ibérico. And the talk I talk about Gooseberry and the Blender Cloud is going to be live soon. Besides that, I also did some web crap, which is not exciting, but all these commits, like this is where I finished working, and then all these commits I can share are by Niklas. He was at the Blender conference, and he's helping out with getting getting young blood on the web team. So he's our extremely efficient German web dev, and he has been working on it. So
On what part of the world?
Everything pretty much. Just making it more, like young people know all this new stuff, and like I make a website like I make my coffee. It's just like, I don't know.
Usually young
My mother.
people have to learn this stuff, and old people know.
No, not with
That goes all the
not
way
with
down.
internet or web or anything. It's like how it used to be. So it's really cool to have him on board, and I've been merging his changes and review and stuff. So that took a bit of time. Then I also worked on some of the. I need better text for this, and maybe you can lend a hand here, just about the join page of the Blender Cloud, because right now it's very minimal.
Your presentation.
Yeah, it's nice to have a nice nice page. So that was the web part. I also did some fixes here and there, but they are not very visible. I also did some modeling. This is the main one I had before, and I started going nuts with some of the details.
Oh, cool.
And then smiley. So yeah, we need a better breakdown of what it needs to be done and what's needed. Thanks to the layout is now much more clear. But now that the characters are over, maybe we can move into laying, setting what's needed. Maybe we can split the plants in species.
Yeah.
And okay, these are 5 plants, 5 trees, 5 whatever.
Okay.
So that's going to be next week. This is part of the little details here and there, and this is the awesome depth of field. So yeah, that's mostly on the modeling part. And I also, since I had a bit of free time, because this week, since I missed Monday, I didn't have a kickoff. So okay, I can do anything I want. So with the thing I started before, some weeks ago, that I showed there, I just started playing with the shaders and stuff, so it made it. Yeah, something like that. But I didn't really. Yeah, it's like the cocoon with like slimmy things. So I just had the computer and started doing stuff. So then I moved into making bubbles, and the main reason was because now with the layout we have a lot of bubbles. So I made 3 versions. The first one is the basic one. It's just transparency with really low subdivisions. It's really fast to render. It renders super fast. Then the second one is the same, but with a bit of motion. So you can see here that it has a bit of motion. And the third one is totally unreal, because thanks to Ton, I learned that bubbles don't have refraction, like actual reflection. They're like transparent. But just to make cycles suffer, we can use this version. Exactly. So that's what I made. This is a shader basically, and so since we are going to have many bubbles, I decided to go nuts with the bubbles. Starting just
This is awesome.
just
They don't mirror now.
pinkify. No, these are the default one. Yeah, the simple one, the simple version.
And they don't move.
No, they just move sideways, but they don't blow. This is like the cheapest version. This is really fast, really fast. No, not real time, but really fast, because everything is a lie. There is an image in the background that they reflect, and the colors.
This is so cool.
The colors are changing a little bit according to the normal.
I would like to do that. Yeah.
But this should be on the viewport.
In the weekend, I can make it work.
Yeah?
It has to be in real time in the viewport.
Yeah, we need bubbles.
Everything
Everything should be in the thing. So
It should be a default setting.
Just default,
fill it
but-
up with bubbles.
by default, yeah.
Remove the default cube.
Yeah, so this is a default cube for Blender.
Standard cube like this.
Anyway, so
Awesome.
yeah, so that was what I did.
So that was quite nice. Looks like we're heading to something.
We didn't even start yet. What?
Well, okay. Well, if you want to see how this ends, join us next week. And the week after. And the week after.
Not in the cloud. You don't need the cloud.
And as always, have a nice day.
Okay.
Do it evil.
Bye.
Bye.